How to change your programs, your mental programs. You're going to monitor, you're going to edit, and you're going to listen. Let's talk about that on this. It's Lenny Wennerstrom, and I'm here to help you to find your purpose. One of the tools that I use to help you to find your purpose is I read a passage from Dr. Shad Helmstedter's book, 365 Days of Positive Self-Talk for Finding Your Purpose. You can tell it's very well worn because we started in November and then we started over in January. So we've had a lot of days to read these passages together and to have conversations about what I teach, which is practical spirituality. Practical spirituality is both on one hand, it's the spiritual journey. On the other hand, it is the human experience. I added the human experience in because we are here. We are experiencing the human experience. So what do we do about that when we feel like we've been wronged, or we feel like things aren't going our way, or we think we're manifesting and we're not, or we feel that we're not? By the way, you're manifesting every second of every day, every nanosecond, like every single thought. You are putting out a wave and you are creating something. So know that. Very importante to listen to your self-talk, to actually monitor it, edit it, and listen. So we're going to talk about that. But first I'm going to read the passage for August 20th, day 233, 133 days left in 2024, and the year is 63.66% complete. Okay, so August 20th, here's your passage. Today is a great day. Not only do I know I have purpose, but I also know that finding it is an important part of my journey. And today I get to be on my journey. Yes, you do, today and every day. And that's wonderful. Okay, let's read the self-talk tip number 31. First, let's turn it around. We like to turn it around. Today is a great day. Not only do you know you have purpose, but you also know that finding it is an important part of your journey. And today you get to be on your journey. So, very powerful from the second person talking to you, whether that be your higher self talking to you or you talking to you. It's very powerful, that second person. So, let's read the self-talk tip number 31 from Dr. Shad, his book, 3 Steps to Changing Your Programs. These are your mental programs. These are your programs of lack, right? That you may have. Over 77% are of lack. They're harmful. They're counterproductive. They hold you back. So let's read this. Your brain is built to constantly wire and rewire itself with new information. It is designed to change its programs if you tell it what to do. There are 3 steps you can take that will help you to do that. Step 1, monitor. Step 1. Monitor means to listen to everything you say when you're talking to someone else, everything you say when you're talking to yourself, and even the thoughts you think. Consciously listen to everything you say or think. Step number 2, edit. You have the ability to edit or change anything you are about to say or anything you're about to think. If what you are going to say or think next is actually negative self-talk, don't say it. Don't think it. Change it. Turn it around. Get it right. Turn it into a positive. Step number 3 is listen. The best way to change old programs rapidly is by listening to new self-talk. It was by hearing the messages that were spoken to us originally that we received most of our old programming. It is by hearing the right self-talk repeated that these old programs are most easily changed. People now listen to recorded self-talk sessions that are streamed to their tablets or smartphones. We talk about that a lot. We talk about that. When you listen in this way, it's like learning a new language by listening to it repeatedly until it gets wired in. New mental programs that are positive, that are helpful, that help you to succeed in every area of your life. This is what we're talking about. You can experience listening to self-talk programs on your smartphone or listening device, and you can go into the description and get my link and get 30 days free. You can experience listening to those self-talk programs and see what I'm talking about. Rewire your brain. It's beautiful, it's amazing, it's fantabulous, and it's very, very powerful. So that is today. It is a great day, and today you get to be on your journey. That's just what it's about, finding your purpose. I love you so very, very much. I'm here for you. If you would like to be coached by me, if this is something, we will change your mental programs. That is Like, that is the power, changing your mental programs from negative to positive. If you've been on my journey with me, if you've been hanging out with me, you understand what's going on in my life and how very difficult, air quotes, how challenging. I changed that word again. See, I was monitoring and I edit it, because difficult, if I say it's difficult, what is it? Difficult. It's challenging. It's very challenging. I can overcome a challenge. Difficult, I can change the way I think about it. I can change my perspective, which is what I did. I changed it into a challenge, one I can overcome. I got it. I got this. My hubby being very sick and in the ICU for so long, he just got moved out of ICU, and so that's everything is looking up. But I had a whole month of possibly dying, transitioning, right? And right as in, I've shared this with you before, and just being very depressed because he had the thing in his mouth, the ventilator, and then he got the trach, so he has a big hole in his throat, and he couldn't eat. He was fed through the stomach, so it was it's a pretty miserable place, so yet I had to be in a whole new city. He wanted to come to Amarillo, Texas. It was critical that he come here. So so here we are in Amarillo, Texas, in our RV, way longer than what we were planning. It was only going to be like maybe a week for him to experience like just the lower elevation rather than the 8,000 elevation where we live. So, and a lot has happened, but I invited you to follow me because even in the worst of my times, when I'm feeling the worst, I still come on. It might be a day or two later, but I still come on and I share what has happened, and I share how I'm flowing through this, how I am excelling in times of change or chaos. I am excelling. Literally, I am becoming more spiritually adept, I would say. I can shift so quickly from feeling negative, upset, sad. I can shift so quickly when before it would take longer. I've been doing this for many years. But this was very, very different because uprooted from the house, call it that, however you want to call it. I've kind of called it being uprooted. And, living in a strange town where we don't have know anyone. Now we know a lot of people, but it's the support system's not there. And having to go to a hospital, the ICU all the time, and having different nurses all the time and different doctors, and because they all switch, and being there for so long, everybody's schedule, and it's like you don't even want to know their schedule. It's like, anyway, I just wanted you to see how I am flowing through all of this. Lynette, our daughter, cosmicmoves.com, she's an astrologer. We've flowed through this. I'm not saying that it wasn't challenging. I am saying that it has been challenging. It's still challenging. Yet we are flowing through this time of change, and we are excelling. We are excelling in every single area of our lives. Even health, like back on the, getting back into health, and because there were days that I was just drinking coffee like crazy, and there's still coffee involved, but it's not like 10,000 cups. I don't think I really did 10,000, but anyway, just not being like the super healthiest, just because tired, not getting the sleep I needed, just so many things. So, but I'm on my rebounder every day. See my little rebounder under there? I bounce on that. I do my push-ups. I do like all kinds of stuff. Walk far, walking the puppies. Like it's constantly doing things to improve my health, to keep myself healthy. Is it perfect where I want to be? Not right now, but I'm getting there. Before I was just kind of crumbling in sometimes, and I was like, and I just had to put one foot in front of the other. Sometimes that's what we have to do. Yet it was how I flowed through it, and this is why I wanted to bring you along on the journey. It's how am I flowing through it? I'm showing you how I think, and how I'm monitoring my self-talk, how I'm listening to self-talk every single day. I am listening to self-talk. I am playing that self-talk for my husband, for Steve. I am playing that even when he's out of it. I am playing that self-talk every single day. I'm having him meditate. We're doing the Joe Dispenza meditations. I do my meditations. So I am excelling in every area of my life, even my work. I'm still coming here, and I'm doing the videos, and I'm still growing my business. So, I haven't stopped. It's just it flowed a different way than what I wanted it to be, but it's exactly as it needed to be. So, and I feel really good about where I'm at. I'm not behind. Before I was like, oh, I'm feeling behind. I was like, I'm not behind. I'm exactly where I need to be. So that might sound cliche, but very honestly, if I chose it all, how could it possibly be wrong? That is a spiritual tenet, a spiritual tool that I share in my spiritual teachings and anything that I do in coaching. I have things that you like: determination, these key concepts, changing your programs, like how can you move yourself through and have success in your life, in every single area of your life. It's your self-talk, it is your perceptions, it is your attitude, it's your beliefs, your attitudes around it. And you can change your beliefs by changing your self-talk. That is through neuroplasticity. Our brains are plastic. We just talked about that, about the programming, right? So, and you can change that programming from negative to positive, from mental programs that don't help you, like you thinking that you're not good enough, you're not worthy, you can't remember names, you'll never make enough money, you're not lucky. It doesn't matter it's just if you feel you're in lack. If it feels uncomfortable, you are in lack. No matter what it is, you are in lack. So this is moving to a place of abundance, and feeling that abundance, and having gratitude for where you're at, and understanding that there isn't anything wrong with where you're at. Absolutely everything is right. And even if it doesn't feel right, if you know that it's right, that you have a whole different attitude about it. So I love you so very, very mucho. I hope that you are having an amazing day. And we will meet up for August 21st. And as always, shining my light to brighten yours. You can do this. You can find your purpose. You can create, do, become, have absolutely anything your heart desires. So again, I love you very, very mucho, and shining my light to brighten yours. And we'll see you in just a bit for the 21st. Ciao.